pom-poms to share with you today. Shake it pom-pom, shake it pom-pom, shake it pom-pom, woo! I clearly was never a cheerleader, but these are so fun to make that I just had to cheer. Rah rah, make some pom-poms, woo! Alright, so what we're using is this twisted paper cording from Paper Mart, our sponsor today. You can check them out online at www.papermart.com. It comes in a variety of different colors, and it comes in 25-foot or 100-foot rolls. So depending on how much you need and what sort of projects you're doing, you can plan accordingly. It's a lot of fun. When you unroll it, you get these about 4-inch wide strips that can be used for wrapping or decorating, all kinds of things, including making paper pom-poms. So let's go to the table and get our pom-pom on. So here's an example of our paper pom-pom on a present. See, it makes such a lovely gift topper. It has a lot of thickness. It's got a lot of wow, and I used a little hand stamp tag, and I also used some of this crepe paper, the twisted paper cord. Look, I cut it in half, and I used that as the ribbon on my project. So let's get going on making that pom-pom. It's very easy. So what you're going to do is take out about 2 feet of the cord. Now the cord's going to come like this. Leave it twisted together like this, or you're going to have an unruly mess of cord. It's crazy. So what you want to do is just kind of feed out about 2 feet and give it a snip. And I've just measured it on my cutting mat here. I've got a quilter's cutting mat there, and I love having that on my work surface. I don't know why I never did that before. I don't quilt, so I might as well use it for something. It was given to me. Okay, so then you've got this cord. So to untwist it, what you want to do is just kind of twist against the way it's wound, and then you're going to be able to loosen up the end and peel apart this layer. It feels very much like a corn husk. And then you just kind of get it opened up and start working your way down. Have the paper all straightened out. You just want to go around and make sure you pull the edges nice and flat, because you're going to need to be able to cut those edges, and you don't want to have a ball of paper there. You don't want to have a thick edge. I'm using fringe scissors, and you can find these in the gift wrap section of your craft store. I actually found these at a discount store for $2, but I think they're generally about $6 or $7. Martha Stewart also makes a pair of these scissors, but they cost more like $12. So check out your discount stores or the gift wrap section of your craft store if you want to get these, or you can just use regular scissors and just, you know, snip it every 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch if you want. That's fine too. If you want to try it out, see if you like the look before you invest. I use it a lot on scrapbook pages and cards where I want to make like a faux grass. Now you could hold a couple colors together and cut them at the same time, but I want to show you here. This pom-pom was made when I held the colors together and cut them together. And this one was made when I cut the two colors separately. And you can cut deeper into the paper when you cut them one layer at a time, so you get a fluffier pom-pom. So you get a little more bang for your supplies when you cut them separately. So I've already cut this one here, and what I'm going to do is line them up. I have my hot glue gun over here all heated up too, but the cool thing about this paper is it does hold its shape really well. So even if you made a bunch of these and you didn't get around to gluing them, you know, for a day or two, that's fine. You don't really need to. They're going to hold their shape. But before you put them on a present, you'll want to secure them together with glue so they don't come undone when they're open, because these are kind of cute and people might want to save them and use them again on future presents. So basically I'm making sure that I get a nice good wind, nice tight wind here on the bottom, but the top is just kind of making a nice tassel there. And the more paper you use, the bigger the pom-pom. The ones that I showed you on the sample was made using 2 feet of each color. So, you know, you can get creative, make them as big or as small as you want. Maybe you want to have huge ones hanging from the ceiling. I think in that case, if you want to make a really, really big one, I think I would get like a styrofoam ball, and I would cover it with the fringed strips and just kind of wrap and glue as I went. All right, so then you just kind of manhandle it a bit and shove it together and pinch it and get it nice and fluffy. Shake it out a bit. And you get this nice pom-pom. So then I want to secure these two ends. So I've got my low temperature glue gun. Low temperature, but man, oh man, I just about burned my hands off this morning with this puppy. Low temperature Sure Bonder here. Maybe I grabbed the wrong glue gun. Maybe I have a high temperature one. I don't know. And I'm gonna squirt a little glue in that hole there so that it keeps it from all slipping apart on me. And be careful when you squeeze it, because it might squeeze some of it out. And you might want to try to fold it down a little bit so you have a nice, good gluing area when you want to attach it to a present. And then just kind of fluff it. And there you've got your pom-pom. Now this video is pretty short, so I think I'm going to show you how I made that tag while we're at it. So I'm going to grab a piece of scrap paper and I'll show you the tag here that we made. Isn't that cute? Well, it's really easy, and I know a lot of people get intimidated when it comes to stamping, especially when you're using a lot of stamps and a lot of colors, and it really doesn't need to be intimidating at all. So what I've got here is just a shipping tag. You can get these at Paper Mart. They come in boxes of 1,000, and it's a lot cheaper than buying them at the craft store, because I think you get like 10 tags for $4 at the craft store, and I'm thinking you get 1,000 for around 20 or maybe a little less at Paper Mart. So check that out. It's a great project, great item to go in with some friends and split up the order. That's what I did when I got mine. Okay, so I'm going to use the same color inks that I used on my pom-poms. And what I'm going to do, since I have these colors of twine, I just am using all those colors so that I can mix and match with whatever pom-poms I have. Opening up my ink pads here. I love these Stampin' Up! Ink pads, but they are a little weird to open. So if you've never used them before, you gotta click it and pop it open like that. And I didn't have the right color purple in Stampin' Up!, so I've actually got this little Whispers pad here I'm going to use. And I'm not even really going to go 100% by the one I already did, but I'm just gonna do some stamping and show you how easy it is. Now this stamp set is by Close to My Heart, and I bought it at a convention on clearance for $10, and it was a really cute set. But you'll find lots of stamp sets in the craft store that have these bold geometric designs, and you might even have some in your stash already. I can move stuff out of my way here. I'm not going to need room to stamp. So I think when you're building a scene like this, I would start at one end, and I would start with my biggest stamps because they're the hardest to fit in. So if you get those off the bat right away, taken care of, it's going to be a lot easier to make the rest of your design. So I'm here using this chevron pattern, and I don't think I want it to go all the way. I think I'm going to have it just go part of the way. You know, do whatever you like. You don't have to follow anybody's rules but what you like. This little bicycle on here. Use stamps of different sizes because that will add interest. And see, I'm building up, so I don't have to try to fit things in later. I'm just kind of fitting it in as I go along. And I'm trying to balance out my colors as I go. So don't be intimidated when you are when you're trying to build a stamp scene. Just play with it and have fun, because it's just a piece of cardstock. It's just a tag. You can throw it away if it doesn't come out good, and nobody has to know. Isn't that cool? Ah, look at that. Look, I just dropped that stamp on there. That didn't turn out too badly, so I lucked out on that one. So here I'm going to stamp this little butterfly. And let's see, what else should we add to this? Maybe a few stars. And I can go in with whatever color I like. Just clean it between colors. And what else? I think I might add a little banner to that. I've got a banner here. And just if you keep it to like 3 colors, you're not gonna make a mistake. It's gonna look good. I think I'll put that right on there. Whoops, I messed up, so I'm gonna just kind of line it up. That's a good thing about the clear stamps, is you can go in and line them up if you make a mistake or if it doesn't stamp all the way like you want it. So look how easy that was to do. And then to finish it off, I would just cut a little bit of one of my colors that I think it was lacking a little bit, like maybe blue or purple or pink. Oh, I didn't use much pink. I think I'll grab a little bit of that pink and snip it off with my scissors. And feed it through my tag hole here. Fold it in half, tie on a piece of baker's twine, which is also available at Paper Mart. They've got the best price on baker's twine, and they've got huge rolls of it too. So another great thing to buy and split up with your friends if you can't go through that much. I really love the quality of it. They have 100 yard and 240 yard rolls, and it's really, really a great deal. And then I would just flare out the ends here just like I did on this card. So if you like this, please check out my sponsor, Paper Mart. You can find them online at www.papermart.com, where we make you look even better. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, happy crafting.